Brad Mokon McConaghy, the beat that started it all, by our music correspondent. In the vibrant landscape of contemporary music, few artists possess an origin story as poignant and precisely timed as Brad McConaghy, better known to his fans as Mokon. His journey into the world of hip-hop and songwriting wasn't a gradual evolution but a sudden, electrifying jolt, delivered courtesy of a television screen and a legendary figure, Tupac Shakur. The year was 1995. MTV was the undisputed epicenter of youth culture, and music videos were cinematic events. For a young Brad McConaghy, it was a seemingly ordinary day that would forever alter his trajectory. He recalls the moment with vivid clarity. I was just watching MTV, probably flipping channels, when California Love came on. It was the first time I'd ever heard it, and it just hit me. What made this particular broadcast so impactful wasn't just the infectious beat or Dr. Dre's iconic production, it was the raw, undeniable charisma of Tupac Shakur himself, alive and vibrant on screen. Tupac was right there in his prime. The energy, the lyrics, the whole vibe of that video. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced. It wasn't just a song, it was a statement, a whole culture laid bare. That moment, witnessing Tupac's groundbreaking performance of California Love, served as an immediate and profound awakening for McConaghy. It wasn't merely an appreciation for the music, it was an epiphany that ignited a deep-seated passion. Something just clicked. I suddenly understood the power of storytelling through rhythm and rhyme. It wasn't just about listening anymore, it was about creating. From that day forward, the seeds of Mokon were sown. The raw energy and lyrical prowess of California Love became a foundational influence, pushing him to explore the intricacies of hip-hop's narrative structure and the art of crafting compelling verses. He devoured albums, studied rhyme schemes, and began to pen his own thoughts and observations, transforming them into lyrics. Today, Mokon stands as a testament to the enduring power of a single musical moment. His artistry, infused with a blend of introspective lyricism and innovative production, often carries echoes of that initial spark. While his sound has evolved, the core dedication to authentic storytelling and the rhythmic pulse that first captivated him on that fateful day in front of MTV remains central to his identity as an artist. Brad McConaghy, the young man who fell in love with hip-hop watching Tupac Shakur deliver California Love, has since become Mokon, an artist who continues to build on that powerful legacy, proving that sometimes all it takes is one song to change everything.
Have you ever stopped to think how sometimes just one spark can completely change an artist's path? Today we're going to take a deep dive into that kind of moment for Brad McConaghy, better known to his fans, of course, as Mokon. We're looking at his precise origin story.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. Our sources, they show how the legendary Tupac Shakur, with his huge 1995 track, California Love, well, it wasn't just another song for Mokon.
Not just background noise.
Exactly. It was more like an epiphany, a real aha moment that basically ignited his whole drive towards hip-hop, towards songwriting.
Okay, so that's our mission for this deep dive then. Let's try to unpack the raw energy of that specific moment, that broadcast, and trace how it really became, well, the beat that started it all for Mokon, how it shaped the artist he is today.
Right. So let's set the scene a bit. It's 1995, and MTV. It's basically the undisputed center of youth culture back then.
Oh, absolutely. Music videos weren't just flickers on a screen. They were like these mini-movies, these events you talked about.
Totally. Yeah. And so you've got a young Brad McConaghy, probably just having a pretty normal day, nothing special planned.
And our sources say he remembers it so clearly. He was just watching MTV, probably flipping channels. You know how you do. When California Love came on, and it was the very first time he'd heard it, he said, "It just hit me."
Yeah, that hit me part is key. Seems like such a simple thing, right? Flipping channels. But the effect, huge. It turned this casual moment into something, well, foundational.
And it wasn't just the beat, was it? I mean, Dr. Dre's production is iconic, obviously.
Of course.
But the sources really emphasized it was more than that. Yep. It was the sheer charisma of Tupac himself. Yeah. Seeing him on screen, so alive, so vibrant.
Exactly. Mokon apparently recalls it like Tupac was right there in his prime.
Wow.
And he talked about the energy, the lyrics, the whole vibe, saying it was unlike anything he'd ever felt before. It wasn't just music.
It was a statement.
Yeah, a statement, like a whole culture just laid bare right there on the screen.
So seeing that, experiencing Tupac like that, it was like an immediate awakening.
That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
He literally says something just clicked. Like, suddenly he got it. He understood the power you could have telling stories with rhythm and rhyme.
Ah, okay, so it wasn't just about listening anymore.
No, the switch flipped. It became about creating, it's, almost textbook, that aha moment psychologists talk about.
Yeah.
That sudden insight that just rearranges everything. For Mokon, that insight pointed straight towards making music.
So from that one day, watching that one video, the seeds for Mokon were planted.
Pretty much, yeah.
California Love became this like foundational thing for him, a cognitive anchor, you could say.
Right, and it pushed him to really dive into hip-hop, its structures, how stories are told.
So he started studying,
Right.
like devouring albums, looking at rhyme schemes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then beginning to write his own stuff, taking his own thoughts, his observations, and turn them into lyrics.
It's amazing, isn't it, how one spark, one video can light a fire that lasts a lifetime.
It really is. And you see it today, right? Mokon's work now, it's a testament to how powerful that single musical moment was.
You can still hear echoes of it.
Oh, yeah. His music now, it's got this blend,
Yeah.
introspective lyrics, innovative production. But you can often feel echoes of that initial start, that core thing, the authentic storytelling, that rhythmic pulse that grabbed him back then. It's still central to who he is as an artist. So really, Mokon's journey is just such a prime example of how knowledge, or maybe more like an experience, when it really hits you, when you truly feel it, it can spur you into action, into creation. It just hammers home the power of art, doesn't it? How one song like California Love can do more than just entertain. It can genuinely reshape a life, a whole career.
Absolutely. This deep dive really underlines it. Sometimes, yeah, all it takes is one song, one image, one idea, and everything changes. So maybe something for you listening to think about. What unexpected thing, what moment of inspiration, maybe from art, maybe from somewhere else entirely, has suddenly shown you a path, or maybe ignited a new passion, changed your direction? Worth pondering, right?